The board whacks him, right? Hey, Ron. Wild guard here. Over there. I saw his friend that he came up to I'm running around with your great.
I should park mine next to yours, and you should put a sign on yours saying, good example and bad example. Well, pull it over. Go ahead. Well, I do that all the time. There's a guy named Lane who has a car. He's in Bergen, and he's got an 86.
This is a quick.
Oh, so a 3.2.
Yep. Is this your coffee?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I just put.
He's right behind me when I was.
Was he?
What?
Oh, you know what was in front of me coming here? But he didn't come here. Black focus system. The guy was like,
Is it just me or is it smaller when you go into the bigger? Like there's more room in the hole.
I don't like the new Miata. I sat in a new Miata and I sat in a new Miata and I couldn't get my feet to the left. Or at least I could drive. My knees was in get my window.
yeah, he was just a car guy. He has a motor who
Another Lamborghini. Yeah, the triangle associate.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Sorry.
that's all I'm saying. He's on the horse. Yeah.
obviously, yeah.
In the barn. I was up there when the truck was
Like these kind of problem, man. There's a
Oh,
whole bunch of people. That's probably
this is like a race car.
Well, that's
It's yours or?
There's a million of there.
where the other spots?
Everybody wants to hot rod the cars up there. They wonder why they don't run right. So they sell them 2 years later.
Yeah, I mean, just everything come on.
So good tire.
Great. We were watching that, right? Oh, yeah.
Exactly. I run REO and R's on 17 summers. Yeah, exactly.
I don't run probably really far.
I don't know, man. You ever see like like a pearl white. have the skirts.
Yep.
Taking them off.
And she said, here, I'll let you go then.
Okay.
Okay. Yep, put in a new floor last not the battery's in under the floor, but to the mechanism down below. It'll take us a while to get there. But yeah, so but be sure to look in the project line. All about
But that's
Hey, Dom.
No, we'd be under the monetarily. We'd be under that.
Yeah. They said invited for
That's what they did first, and then they did the West Coast one the week later.
Well, yeah. No.
900 pounds in this thing. The batteries alone.
Yeah. What's the car went down to?
All I know is when I was restoring it, there weren't any batteries in it, and I kept looking at the catalog picture. What's called a traction battery, golf cart battery, that kind of thing. The internal design is such that they will tolerate upwards of 2,000 charge-discharge cycles.
What do you think of axiom power?
Axiom power?
So lead acid carbon.
I don't know much about them. What you're looking at is a 1917 Detroit electric vehicle. It was made by the Anderson Electric Car Company in Detroit, Michigan. They made antique electric cars from 1907 through actually 1938. They were one of the last manufacturers of electric cars. They were marketed primarily to women to use around town. You'd have to be a wealthy woman because this was an expensive car at the time. But as you can see, it had advantages in that you did not have to crank it to get it going. The only other alternative would be if you had a steam car, then you'd have to get a fire up in the car. They didn't have to do any of that. They didn't smell like gasoline when they were all done. It was just a very clean way to get around town. As you can see, the inside, the upholstery is made to look like a lounge or a living room at the time, and it's the driver sits in the rear seat and the passengers sit in the front seat, which at the time was the civil way to transport yourself. You didn't want to talk to the back of the head of someone. You wanted to socialize with them. You wanted to talk to their face. The car is over 7 feet tall, plenty of room for high hats of the time, and as I said, it was a perfect around town car for wealthy women. Technologically, it runs on lead acid batteries. You can see in the front.
Well, that's why I wanted to do it like that.
There are 7 lead acid batteries. They are modern. They are used in golf carts. There's 7 also in the rear. The speed on this goes to about 25 miles an hour, and the range is somewhere around the 60 to 90 mile range. I haven't really taken it the batteries are depleted, so I really don't know what the full range is.
They're 12 volt?
Just 6-volt batteries.
6 volt.
Right. And the speed control is you have 5 selections of speed. It is controlled by, if you look in here, there's a long lever, which is, that's your steering. And the lever above it, the short one, is to select your 5 speeds. And the way they
get the different speeds is either hooking the front batteries and the rear batteries up in parallel or series, and it gives you 2 speeds, and then the motor windings, the field windings, are either hooked in parallel or series. It's four speeds, and the 5th is achieved with a resistor, and that's when you start up. It's got I've outfitted this with a modern charger. The original charger was about 5 feet tall, maybe 2.5 feet wide. Obviously, you'd have to put that in your garage. You couldn't carry it with you. Today I have a modern charger, which I have a plug that plugs into the original charging port, and then I can plug this into the wall at 110 volts so I can charge it just using regular wall current. And if I needed to, I could charge it if my batteries became depleted. To steer this, you've got that lever arm, but sometimes it takes me 2 hands on that to be able to pull it on a sharp right-hand turn or left-hand turn or something like that. It steers like a bear. So I can't see how these women, unless they went very slowly, really enjoy driving it. But they probably had their chauffeur drive it.
Could be.
Yeah. I've bought this car in 2007 and restored it over a 3-year period, and it's been in use since 2010 now.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I understand you also have a Stanley steamer.
Yes, I've got a couple Stanley steamers, Model A Ford, and had a 1911 Cadillac for a while, and now looking for a Model T. So
To round off the collection.
exactly.
Excellent.
You never have enough.
Right, right.
Oh. Cycle get a lot of attention.
I see the stopwatch there.
I remember when this car, that engine came out.
You can't be doing anything digital, man. You gotta be going old school.
What happens if when you need to stop it, you're trying to grab
Just let it happen. You have someone slap your hand.
I guess. I'm not into I guess. But I mean, I'm not a fan.
Like that, you know, that pancake that song.
Like we're not even going to drive past it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would seem smaller.
I want like